Six Pack Surfer back again, and we're gonna be doing an update to my first impressions video on Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the video game. Now, when I did my first impressions, I mean, that really was the first time I ever played the game. I played like a couple rounds, I think it was one round, and I just was talking about basically the movie and how I felt about my first game. And at first I was excited just because it's Killer Klowns from Outer Space, one of my childhood favorite movies. And so I gave it that 10 out of 10 on my first impression, and I literally said because it's Killer Klowns from Outer Space. But I spent a few days with this game. Look how long it's taken to connect here. We're going to be getting into how fucking horrible this game is. I spent a few days with this game, and I'm going to have to go ahead and reverse that score to a 0 out of 10. This game absolutely fucking sucks. Look at a minute, still no game. I say again, this game absolutely fucking sucks, and I'm gonna get right into why it sucks. I have reasons listed out, written down, and this is based off playing it for a few days now. Now, thing is when I make a video about how I don't like a game, it's not clickbait. It's genuinely really how I honestly feel. It's my personal opinion. And it comes from two places. It comes from, especially with this game, it comes from one, being super disappointed in a game that I was maybe excited about, and it comes from the game just not being fun and sucking. So those are the two angles that I have. It's that feeling of disappointment and being genuinely let down, and it's the feeling of, while I'm playing the game, like, wow, this game absolutely fucking sucks. So let's get into the reasons why this game absolutely fucking sucks and you should not waste your time or your money on it. The first reason is that you can't pick whether you want to be a clown or a human. The game picks for you what team you're going to be on. Now, for me, that's just like right out of the gate a bad feeling and a bad taste. That's just basically right out of the gate the game saying, okay, we're going to dictate to you who you're going to be. You don't have a choice. And so for me, that's just foul, just a bad way to start. And it gives you that vibe of, wow, this game's might not be the best here right away. And also, I'm going to be comparing this game a lot to Friday the 13th, the game, because that game I actually really, really love. Really awesome asym horror game. Drop the gas can and get out of here. So that's the first reason this game sucks. Hold on, I'll talk to you in a bit. I got to do this video first. The second reason why this game sucks is because the movement in this game is absolutely fucking putrid. Okay, the movement in this game is fucking horrible. And here's the thing: is there's only a sprint and a walk. There's only a sprint and a walk, so there's no in between. And the sprint, you have literally like no stamina. It just runs up right away, and then you're stuck. And the walk is more like a crawl, and there's no in the middle. There's no jog. So you're either have your little sprint and it runs out super fast, or you have to basically crawl around the map. You're sitting there walking. So the movement is literally painful. Like you're sitting there like, wow, I really wish there would at least be an in-between, a jog in between the sprint and the walk, so that you can actually enjoy moving around a bit. So that's the second thing. The movement is absolutely fucking terrible. Third thing about this game that fucking sucks is that there's no gore or like environmental kills like in Friday the 13th. In Friday the 13th, when Jason would get a kill on you, there were all these really fucking awesome, really gruesome animation kills that would happen. that made it like it made it fun to die. It made it fun to watch yourself die because something bad was going to happen to you. Like you were going to get fucked up. And also there was environmental kills. Like he could throw you into a fireplace or like probably put you through a window or some shit like that. Just cool environmental kills. So it was interactive. It was fun being Jason to kill counselors, and it was fun to be a counselor and get killed and see you get killed in a gory, gruesome way. There is none of that in this game. There is no good gore. There is no good kills. Let's see. We'll see a kill right here, and it's look at that. No gore. He fucking put a balloon through me, and there was no gore. It was balloons that come out. Like this is pathetic. This is fucking stupid. This is childish, and it's a waste of a cutscene there. So you see how pathetic that is. Also, there's this thing in the game called these lackeys. So there are these little like bots that run around the map in addition to the clowns, and what that does, it takes away from the clowns. Like if it's 7 teenagers versus 3 clowns, 3 overpowered clowns, like that would make sense and that would be cool. What these little lackeys do is they're everywhere all around the map, and they take away from the clowns, first of all, and second of all, it's basically now it's not 7 versus 3 clowns, it's basically 7 versus 7. It's basically everything's even. Like they're easy to kill, the lackeys, but it's just annoying that everywhere you go there's going to be an enemy. There's either going to be a clown or a lackey, so it's really not 7 versus 3, it's 7 versus 7. So the lackeys are fucking stupid. The maps in this game are boring, super bland, super dull. They're not fun to traverse, and there's a billion tiny little loot boxes around the map that don't have anything good in them. Every single one has either a baseball to pick up or a burger or a ice cream fucking bar. Every single one.
This boy needs some
So yeah, it's just stupid maps.
I want to know.
And the loot is terrible. Everywhere you go, there's a tiny little box with a terrible piece of loot in it. So it's like you're going box after box after box after box after box, and there's nothing good. So it's just stupid and fucking boring.
We're just gonna give you a
in Friday the
wedgie,
13th,
and then
the
we're gonna
maps
take
were
your lunch
actually
money,
good.
and then
The maps
you'll
were
be
fun
okay.
to traverse. They were fun to
It's
explore.
okay.
You could open up a map to look at it. In this game, there's no map to look at, so you can't see where your exits and your objectives are. Friday the 13th, if there was a house you wanted to go check the house out, or if there was a location you wanted to go check it out to see if there'd be some good loot, maybe a shotgun or something good, something useful, you actually wanted to explore, you wanted to traverse, and like you could use the map to like get away from Jason. The maps are just terrible. So there's that. Another thing I've noticed is that people don't really chat in this game,
to do the
like
weird clown,
in terms
like,
of the
orgy now.
in terms of the
What's does the clown orgy look like?
teenagers. The teenagers don't really communicate, and you don't have any walkie-talkie to communicate with teenagers that are not near you. So in Friday the 13th, there was walkie-talkies, so you could talk to people who were far away. There's nothing like that in this game, so they have to be right up on you to even communicate. So it's just bad, and no one really talks anyway. Let's see, 7 humans killed, 3 escaped. So that's terrible. The combat is bad. The combat is really poor in this game. It's just not fun. Like even like killing a clown is just not satisfying and not rewarding because the clown comes back in 40 seconds. So it's fucking stupid. Like if you kill the clown, they should be dead. You might make him more powerful, and when he dies, he should be permanently killed. But there's no satisfaction or gratification in actually killing a clown. They just come right back. And Jason, it was super awesome because you have to do kind of like a little Easter egg. It was kind of difficult to get the kill, but once you got the kill, he was dead. So it was super rewarding to get that kill. So that sucks. The combat's just bad. It's just not fun. Like either being a clown or being a teenager, it's shitty combat. So no need to really. You get that. No need to go further into that. Also, to sum it up, the game in general and as a whole is just not fun. Like, it's the same shit every single map. Now, what I liked about Friday the 13th was that you were always in kind of a crazy situation. Like, it was always felt hectic. It always felt stressful. Like, for instance, you could like drive cars and drive to the exit. I think if I remember right, out of that game as one of the escapes. So like you'd get into these crazy situations where it's like you got like one or two guys in a car, you got another guy who wants to get in the car, but he's like off to the side somewhere, like trying to get in. But at the same time, Jason is fucking your car up. So it turns into this hectic, hilarious thing of like you're trying to run over Jason with the car. You're trying to pick up your friend. He's scared shitless. He wants to get in the car. Jason's about to kill him. It would just be like pandemonium, and like you're trying to make that escape, but at the same time, you don't want to leave your friend behind. And like sometimes it would be hilarious. Like sometimes your boy would just get left the fuck behind, and you're driving off into the distance, and he's sitting there getting fucking chopped to pieces by Jason. Like just different, unique stuff like that would happen. And also like when Jason would get his hands on you, depending on what you had, you might have a piece of equipment that you could stab him and get away and make the escape. In this game, it's like when the clowns have you, or if like you're outnumbered, or if you don't have equipment to deal with them, like you're just dead, and it's just not fun. It doesn't have that variety. It's like the same shit every map. And even like making escape in this game is just not that satisfying. Like in Jason it was super satisfying. In this game it's just not. It's just a boring, shitty game.
Log off, nigga. Log off, nigga. Log off, nigga. Log off, nigga.
So
right now, log off, nigga.
yeah, in a nutshell, this game is a 0 out of 10. Like if you're a person who likes this game, you've never kissed a girl, period, point blank. You're a virgin. You voted for Biden, point blank. You might be on the spectrum, point blank. You probably have pronouns, point blank. Like this game is just fucking trash. So the moral of the story and the reason why I'm making this video is hopefully, well, to share my disappointment and to explain how bad it sucks, but also I want to save anyone out there from wasting their time or their money on this game. It's absolute fucking trash. Stay away from it.
You're the reason why this game's trash, because you look at
don't buy it. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time on it because it's a letdown. It's a fucking disappointment. It's a trash game. Oh, and by the way, I'm not playing the game. That's why they're killing me, because I'm sitting there talking. So yeah, this game gets a 0 out of 10. Sorry I had to update the video, but this is the truth about Killer Klowns from Outer Space. The people who made this game are clowns. The only good thing about this game is the graphics are nice and it's got Killer Klowns. Other than that, it's a 0 out of 10. Stay away. Do not buy this fucking trash. Alright? That's all I gotta say about that. Six Pack Surfer out.
Eat that douchebag.